Yo guys, what's going on? Pokemon Master 556 here, and I've got a nice beefy PSA submission here going out here this week for the end of October, which will be freaking sweet. I am still waiting on last month's Sendoff to arrive. PSA has been very, very slow apparently as of late. Not like what they used to be for me, where they were getting my stuff, in and out of there within 10 business days, which was awesome. But if they're going to be taking this long, hopefully they come back with some phenomenal grades for me and a couple of my other users that send cards off with me. So first off, we got Gyarados from base set 2. Freaking sweet looking card right there. And, oh yeah. So we got a base set 2 Charizard. This thing is like in pretty good looking condition. I mean, it'll probably still come back a 9, but the back of it, it's a gem for sure. Like all around gem on the back, pretty good centering and all that good stuff on the front. It's just a couple minuscule scratches in the hollow, which sucks. So I'm really hoping this will come back at 10. There's not very many base set 2 PSA 10 Charizards because a lot of them tend to have silvering and scratches, and well, it's just not that very good of a set for quality. So I got an unlimited Moltres. I'm really hoping that they don't dock the centering on it left to right. Doesn't look too bad. So hopefully this could come back at 10, because I'm really not fond on grading unlimited hollows from the Wizards of the Coast era, simply due to the fact that they don't sell for very high, especially not in a PSA 9. They're just not even desirable at all, it seems like, to anybody. So we got this Dark Dragonite first edition. Freaking sweet card. I think this one's only going to be a 9 though. It's got a dot on the back there on the top right and the left. Pretty minuscule though. Very nice card. Next up we got this dead sexy Venusaur from base set 2. Oh yeah, it's a great card. Then we got Team Magma's Houndoom. Look at that freaking artwork of this card. These cards are actually really hard to find in mint conditions. But I had a mint set sitting around for the last few years, and I just recently, had bought one, and some of the cards looked really good, so I figured I'd grade some of the hollows. I got the Charmander Secret Rare from EX Dragon. Flygon from the same set. Freaking amazing artwork. Flygon's really awesome. Next up, one of my favorite artworks for EXs, which I regrettably traded away to my good old buddy Mike. He needed it to complete his set, so hopefully I could get this at a 10 again someday. I don't think that this one will be pulling it. There's a little dot down there. I don't think that's not edge wear on the back or anything. That's just a little piece of dust or fuzz or something. But yeah, I mean, the card looks pretty good. If this comes back at 10 for me, I'll be so excited. Next up, Entei, which I definitely feel like a PSA 10 is well deserved on this card, if I remember correctly, looking it over the first couple times. I mean, look at that. Just a crisp, perfect back. Good centering for the most part. I mean, it's off a little bit left to right, not too bad. Don't recall seeing any scratches. So if I could get this one in a PSA 10, I don't know if I'll be selling it or not. Would be kind of cool to have 2 PSA 10 Enteis, I'm not going to lie. Got a Swampert EX from EX Magma versus Team Aqua. Then we got some regrades here. Super Energy Removal Rare that I pulled out of a pack. Somehow this came back a 9. Literally, the only thing it had on it was that tiny dot down there at the bottom right next to my finger. I mean, why this came back a 9 just for that? It blows my mind, PSA. Stop being such dicks. Like, do your job correctly, please. So we got a Nidoran, Onyx. Then I'm going to start getting into something that I've never really gotten into here. Since I have so many of these cards, and I love this set so much. Neo Revelation, commons and uncommons. Some of them I'll be sending off. I have quite a few of them that I picked out here for this submission and all the other next ones. But yeah, I've tried to pick out the absolute best ones because I really don't feel like getting 9s on these cards. because I think that it would extremely suck getting 9s, because I just don't feel like they'll even sell. I don't even know how well they'd even sell as 10s, but I'm trying to get a complete set of this and 10, so why not, you know, go ahead and take a shot and try to get some 10s on it and knock some off the list. So I could be one of those people with a complete Neo Revelation set eventually, even though I'm, you know, still missing 3 hollows, which is the hardest ones to get, unfortunately. So we got Sceptile EX, a freaking cool looking card right there. Here we got Blaine's Charizard. I actually have another one of these to grade, so I have 2 of these right now, which is pretty awesome. I think that this one looked really, really good, especially here on the back. As you could see, there's like maybe, yeah, just like one tiny speck down there at the bottom right. And then I don't recall seeing any scratches really from what I remember. So maybe I could get lucky and cop that out as a 10. That'd be sweet. Next up, we got this Giovanni's Persian. This card is the hardest one out of the set to grade in a 10, as I could see why. I graded an 8 the first time I graded one, and a lot of the time they have vertical scratches going up and down like that throughout, like right, especially like right here. It could be nasty. And this one, I think, had some vertical scratches as well, but the back looked really good, so hopefully I could get a 9 on that one. Got a Neo Genesis First Edition Lugia. And this card is 120% gem on the back, like easy, pristine 10 on the back. Centering's beautiful, no silvering or anything. I've never seen silvering on a Neo Genesis card anyways. I think just a couple light scratches in the hollow, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that's on the card or the case right there. Hopefully that's just on the case. And we got Lieutenant Surge's Firo. Got a beautiful hollow on this card. Dark Magneton. This card is the hardest one to get a PSA 10 on, so I'm hoping I could get lucky and get a 10 on that. No edge wear, anything on the back of this one. Just some light, really light, couple scratches on it. So, Dark Machamp. Got that base set Clefairy. Got this freaking sweet looking Kingdra EX from EX Dragon. It's an awesome looking card. Love how dark it is. The artwork looks great. For Alligator number 5. It's a freaking sweet card. I think that I recall this one looking like a possible gem as well. Remember I had a couple Neo Genesis cards that look really, really hopeful to get 10s. And I think I have a number 4 as well. Maybe it was the number 4 that looked like a 10. I can't remember, but either way, would love to get a 10 on that card, as for Alligator is part of my favorite evolution line for that series. Almost said Kanto, but it's Johto. So, then we got Poliwrath, Secret Rare Charmeleon from EX Dragon, Unlimited Misty's Gyarados. This card looks really good. Just got one little speck down there. Actually, I guess it's got 2. Maybe 3. Why am I grading this? I don't know. Maybe I'll get lucky. It's just a really awesome looking card, either way. Next up, some of these cards aren't mine. It's going to be my buddy Browser Boy TCG's Charizard EX. Pretty awesome. And then his base set Charizard. I actually have 2 base set Charizards being sent out in this submission, but not to worry, because one of them is an extremely, extremely obvious, like PSA 1. Looking at that, oh, okay. I thought that was a crease there for a second. I was about to say, I definitely don't remember that being there when I checked out that card last week. Then we got the base set Venusaur, and then base set Blastoise. I think this one looked really, really good. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't this one. Maybe it was the Venusaur. I can't remember. One of those looked like a 10. Then we got this. This is actually a regrade. Had a lot of damage already on it, as you could see. We're hoping for it to come back a PSA 1. So it would be awesome to have a PSA 1 of a base set Charizard. Then we got here the Typhlosion number 17, Pop 1 still. This card looks like a 10 in my opinion. Like, I've looked it over. Very, very minimal scratch on the front. Like 1, 2 baby scratches. And then the centering is just slightly off left to right. But come on. We've seen way worse centering. And the back of it's flawless, of course, because it's Neo Genesis. Moving along to the rest of his cards here. We got this beautiful, beautiful Full Art Dragonite EX. Then we got that Charizard. Got Togetic, first edition from Neo Genesis. Wonder if he bought these or if he pulled them himself out of packs. Probably bought them though. Ampharos. Bellossom. And we got the other Typhlosion that's much easier to grade in a 10. Another number 18. The population on that's probably like 15 by now. And we got Metal Energy. Whew, such a pain in the butt card to grade in a 10. This thing always has like a bazillion scratches going up and down or left and right. Woo! Camera down. So that just slipped right off the table on my stand. Whoops. And I'm too lazy to edit videos, so I don't know what you guys just saw there. Anyways, Metal Energy. Got this beautiful, beautiful Mew card from CP6. It's like such an epic lily pad Mew card. Awesome that it is hollow. Then we got base set Charizard, or CP6, whatever. You know what I mean. Brock's Rhydon. So that should conclude all of his cards and everyone else's other than mine. So moving back on to the Neo Revelation cards, we got a Parasect, Apom, Farfetch'd, and a Goldeen. So that should be all the Neo Revelation cards that I'm sending for now. I'll probably send a little bit at a time here and there every month just to kind of mix up the non-hollows with hollows and stuff like that. Then we got here this super minty looking Venusaur from base set. All the way back from 1996. Freaking sweet. Paid a pretty good price on this little card here. Love Venusaur. Then we got my full art Mega Venusaur. This is an amazing artwork. I love this card. I was very happy to pull that. Then we got, almost said Misty's Tears, Misty's Determination. I pulled this out of a booster box myself, off camera. Pretty awesome secret print Alakazam. I'll definitely be keeping this because it's got that Umbreon in the background. Be part of my Umbreon collection. Then we got this Umbreon Full Art First Edition, Japanese of course. Mega Scizor, which I pulled from a box myself as well. Pretty sweet looking card. And then to end it all, we got two awesome Umbreon EXs. Freaking sweet looking cards, man. Love them. So anyways, that is it for the PSA submission. I'm really hoping that these cards do well for me. They look really good, and good luck to my other buddies here that are sending some cards as well, of course. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click that like button. Gives it a thumbs up and all that good stuff. And subscribe and comment, please. Really appreciate it. Peace.